Okay, yeah, it's good. All right, all right.
Yes, how was that music from the band?
Now, we're all here to celebrate and support the work of leading women living with HIV from around the country, and also to raise funds and awareness for Sister Love's mission to end the adverse impacts of HIV in Atlanta and also globally. Now, you can show your support, yes, globally. All right, so you can show your support by scanning that QR code that it should be on everyone's table, on the back of your program, on the back of that cover, to support Sister Love's mission. I'm going to keep reminding you guys throughout the night, so don't forget to scan the QR code. All right, so you can keep supporting this organization all year round, and we want to thank you in advance for your generous support. Remember, you can keep on giving throughout the night and once again all year round. All right, so now without further delay, let's get this evening started. Please welcome to the stage, y'all can't miss him, Dr. Cedric Pullum. He is the board chair of Sister Love. He is the belle of the ball tonight, baby. Look at this suit jacket. All right, come on. Show him some love as he comes to the stage.
Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. First, before I get started, I want to ask all of my board of directors, members of Sister Love's board to rise, and for us to give a round of applause for all of their work and service to this great organization. Board members, please rise. I see Kathy, Kennedy, Nina, Tigner, Kennedy, please rise. Sorry, I like to just give support to them because I can do this all by myself. I have a great board alongside me, and so just want to thank you all before I get into tonight's remarks. So thank you again, and thank you for your service. So on behalf of the board of directors, I would like to formally welcome you to the 15th annual 2020 Leading Women's Society Awards ceremony. Woo! 15 years. Boldness, fearlessness, leadership, and uniqueness embody why we are here tonight to celebrate the 2020 Leading Women's Society honorees and inductees. Woo! 15 years is quite an accomplishment. Let's give a round of applause for that. 15 years. But I would be remiss not to underscore the milestone of 35 years of Sister Love Incorporated. 35. That also, and thank you, deserves a good round of applause. The LWS are true sheroes in the work and fight against HIV throughout a vast collection of communities that support people who are discriminated against due to stigma and prone to violence because of their status, sexual orientation, or gender identity. Now, more than ever, women's rights are under attack, and we ask each of you to join us in the ongoing battle to support women and girls around the globe. Which is why, hopefully, you have or are planning to vote on next Tuesday, November 5th. And if you have already, thank you for your service and your attention to this important election. I can't tell you who to vote for, but I can tell you, what I can tell you is that the work done by Sister Love every day is as important today as ever before. We need the support of all women, men, community organizations, corporations, faith communities, healthcare organizations, and those who are living with HIV and those who are not in this fight. Tonight, we honor exceptional women from across the U.S. who have served as vocal leaders in their communities. And on behalf of myself and the entire board of directors of Sister Love Incorporated, we congratulate and welcome them into the 2020 Leading Women's Society. Thank you so much.
And now, for the reason that we are all here tonight, It gives me great pleasure to introduce our first group of honorees for this year's 2020 Leading Women Society Gala Awards. Are you guys ready? Yeah. I don't know if they're ready. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Yes. First up, for over 3 decades, Dr. Sandra Maria Anderson has transformed her HIV diagnosis into a powerful force for healing and hope. As the Minority AIDS Coordinator for the Department of Health, she has pioneered innovative programs addressing trauma in families affected by HIV. Drawing strength from her own journey as a survivor, Dr. Anderson earned her doctorate in community care and counseling, becoming a beacon of resilience in holistic health and wellness. Her autobiography, Lessons from the Thorns, an appearance in the Taking Innocence Project documentaries on Amazon Prime, we have a celebrity on our hands, showcase her advocacy for survivors of human trafficking from lived experience. Guided by her mantra, His grace is sufficient, Dr. Anderson's work as a therapist and community leader continues to break cycles of stigma and trauma, creating pathways to healing for generations to come. Give it up for Dr. Sandra.
I am overwhelmed and so honored. I want to thank you so much. You know, Jeremiah 29:11 says, I know the plans I have for you. They're plans to prosper you, to give you hope and a future. Thank you, Sister Love. Thank you, Leading Women Society, for giving us hope despite all the adversity, despite all the stigma. It dismantles here and now. Thank you to my beautiful family. I love you. Thank you for nominating me for this award. Linda, Bonnie, Alex, Deanna, my beautiful sweetheart. C, my beautiful, beautiful CC, my daughter. Charlita, I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sandra. And our next honoree is Belinda Charleston Green. A force of transformation in the HIV community, Belinda Charleston Green has dedicated her life to dismantling barriers and empowering Black women and people of color. Since beginning her journey as an HIV case manager back in 2013, she's created lasting change through innovative initiatives, including founding Heard Day Out, a peer-based support group providing vital education and psychosocial services. Her influence extends from local to national levels, serving on the Community Voices Committee for the Minnesota Council for HIV/AIDS Care and Prevention, and participating in prestigious conferences like AIDS Watch. Recently honored with the 2024 Legacy Grace Project Community Impact Award, Belinda's groundbreaking work, including partnerships with Gilead to reduce stigma in Black churches, continues to transform lives and create more informed, supportive communities for people living with HIV. Let's give a round of applause for Ms. Belinda Charleston Green.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for keeping me here to be able to do this work. Amen. I also like to thank Cecilia for the beautiful nomination for me to be able to receive this award for LSW. I also would like to thank my family for being here, and my friend, and my women back home in the Heard Day Out program. Also, my mentor, Ms. Lois Crenshaw, my person that got me into advocacy, Dave Romper, and the person that got me into HIV, Mr. Darren Ross. Thank you.
Next up, we have the beautiful Maria Davis. When Maria Davis received her HIV diagnosis in 1995, she transformed her experience into a powerful platform for change. Born in Cincinnati and raised in New York City, Maria founded Can't Be Silent Incorporated, a nonprofit dedicated to HIV education and support. Her innovative approach to advocacy shines through Mad Wednesdays, a celebrated NYC showcase that uniquely bridges HIV awareness with community entertainment. Through collaborations with the National Black Leadership Commission on Health and Choose Health Life, Maria has expanded access to testing and prevention resources. Honored by both Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and the New York State Senate, her dedication to HIV prevention continues to inspire. Maria's dynamic leadership and unwavering voice prove that silence is never an option when it comes to creating lasting change. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Maria.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I want to thank the SisterLove's staff who have done an incredible job, and on to all the honorees and the inductees and the alumni. Thank you so much for bestowing this upon me, but I really, really want to thank Pat Sheldon for nominating me, and my New York sisters over there. But I really want to give a special thank you to Daison. I met her in 2011 when we went to South Africa with Shirley Ralph, and we've been friends forever. And I just want to celebrate her 35th anniversary of SisterLove's. And I want to give you this: HIV and AIDS is not over. The battle is still bigger than ever. So I want to give you this scripture: faith without works is dead. Thank you.
Our next honoree is Miss Denise Grayson. At 70 years young, yes, look at her. Come on, Denise, come on. At 70 years young, Denise Grayson embodies the spirit of tireless dedication in the fight against HIV. With over 3 decades of advocacy experience, she chose to return to work post-retirement, continuing her mission as a peer educator and community liaison. Her expertise developed through leadership roles at Exponents, Inc. now enriches her work developing crucial training on HIV prevention and initiatives like U=U. Denise's influence extends through her service on multiple boards, including New York Presbyterian Hospital and the Anne Arundel County Health Department in Maryland, while her role in the Gilead Peer Advocate Network amplifies her impact. As an HIV-positive Asian woman, she leads by example, dismantling stigma and inspiring others through her unwavering commitment to education and advocacy. Her journey stands as a testament to the power of dedication and the endless possibilities of making a difference at any age. Let's give a round of applause to Ms. Denise Grayson.
Thank you, everyone. I thank you all for inviting me here. I'm 74 this month. Thank you so much for this incredible I'm reminded of the power of resilient sisterhood and community. This award represents the strength of women who paved the way and those who stand beside me in the fight for justice and empowerment for women. Special thanks to Melanie Reese for the nomination and Pat Shelton for her support, and my dear friend Victoria Graves Cave, 32 years. Thank you to the Ribbon organization that I work for, and thank you to Leading Women Society and everyone who's been part of this journey. Together, we're building a future where every woman's voice is heard and every story matters.
Next up is the beautiful Victoria Graves Cave. Victoria's journey with HIV started since 1995, exemplifies how personal challenges can bloom into community triumph. At 65, this accomplished HBCU graduate, yes, channels her psychology background and lived experience into powerful advocacy as a peer educator. Her multifaceted approach to HIV awareness spans from the Emmanuel Baptist Church's Healing Touch Ministry to the New York City Department of Health and National Minority AIDS Council, where she champions the need of older adults and communities of color. For over 3 decades, Victoria has dedicated herself to dismantling HIV stigma and promoting sexual health education. As a wife of 31 years, a mother of 3, a grandmother of 4, she demonstrates how love, faith, and unwavering commitment can transform adversity into lasting, positive change. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Victoria.
Y'all forgive me, I'm a little nervous.
It's okay, it's okay.
First of all, I want to thank God for being here. For His grace and mercy. In 1995, a doctor told me I would live 6 months. In 29 years, I'm in front of you. I lived in North Carolina for 15 years in silence. I want to thank, I'm so honored to be nominated by Cecilia Dennis. Thank you so much for hearing me and seeing me. For my friend Denise Drake, who when I came back to New York in 2013 said, "You have a story to tell. No more silence for you." It gave me the courage to even stand here today to be doing what I'm doing. I thank my parents and my husband for their unconditional love, my sons who loved me, healed me, took care of me when I was very ill. I thank you all for understanding that this is important. This election is important. It's our lives at stake. And thank you, Leader Women's Society, for this honor. It means so much. It means so much to be able to hear my voice and say, I'm living with HIV 29 years, and I'm proud and I'm happy with my life.
Our next honoree is Marcia Galetta. What started as a student just handing out condoms back in 1990 evolved into her 3-decade mission of HIV advocacy and education. Following her 1994 diagnosis and inspired by Ryan White's story, she transformed personal challenges into powerful testimony, sharing her journey from middle schools all the way to the United Nations. As co-chair of PWN USA and through her roles in the Southern Community Advocacy Council and Positive Leadership Council, she tirelessly works to combat stigma and promote prevention, especially among vulnerable populations. Her impact extends globally through national conference presentations, educational writing for the body, and participation in clinical studies. From college campuses to international platforms, her voice just continues to break barriers and inspire change in the fight against HIV. Let's give a round of applause for Miss Marcia.
First of all, I would like to thank God. Then I would like to thank Dixon Child, who knows today that we were at Spelman and they were complaining about what they were doing with the HIV 101 pump prevention. And she told me to speak up. And I've never stopped. Thank you. I want to thank Jeff Brown for helping me to become an advocate today that I am. I want to thank Lisa Johnson that for when I was tired and did not want to continue on, pushed me back into the community. I want to thank Cecilia Dennis for nominating me. And most of all, I would like to thank the Leading Women's Society, Sister Love, and the entire HIV community because you've been here for me during the ugly and the good. And that's the reason. If it wasn't for the community at large, I would not be here today. Thank you.
Next up, we have Stacey Jennings. When Stacey received her HIV diagnosis in 1995, she thought her life was over. Instead, it became a powerful new beginning. A 29-year survivor whose mantra is, "God is truly able," Stacey has transformed personal tragedy, including the loss of her infant son, which she attributes to HIV stigma in 2001, into a mission of hope and healing. Armed with degrees in human services and criminal justice, she combines her professional knowledge with lived experience to advocate for change. As a poet and public speaker, Stacey fearlessly shares her journey from shame to empowerment, using her voice to dismantle stigma and inspire others. Through her unwavering faith and commitment to truth-telling, she demonstrates that leadership in HIV community means both guiding others and remaining open to growth. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Stacey.
I stand before you in spirit and in truth, as God has called me to be honored to do what I need to do. I would like to thank each and every one of you for allowing me to stand before you on this blessed day. I came into the work 29 years ago. I was inducted in 2016. I stand before you to be honored in a special and mighty way. Because God has allowed me to be all that I need to be, all that I desire to be, and all that He has called me to be for a purpose such as this.
Our next honoree is Faye Marshall. For over, another fan favorite. For over 25 years, Faye Marshall has been a beacon of hope for marginalized communities, transforming lives through her innovative approach to HIV advocacy. As a founder and CEO of BZ His Stripes Wellness Center in Charlotte, North Carolina, she has pioneered comprehensive support services that address the physical, mental, and emotional needs of individuals living with chronic health conditions. Faye's unique ability to bridge faith communities with healthcare advocacy has made her a trailblazer in creating inclusive, holistic support systems. Through her unwavering dedication and visionary leadership, she just continues to break down barriers and create pathways to wellness for those who really need it the most, proving that compassionate advocacy can really transform both individuals and also communities. Let's give a round of applause for Ms. Faye Marshall.
I'm truly honored to be here on tonight. I give honor to God because He's the one that has given me strength for this journey. And it's been a journey, but I'm truly grateful for the opportunity and for finding my purpose through my pain. I really want to acknowledge and honor Sister Love for this great opportunity and for what you're doing, because you saw the vision, and for the fearless leader, Dazon, to recognize unsung heroes. Because oftentimes we do this work and we don't get the opportunity for recognition. I heard a story on last night. A young lady was saying that she had been doing work for 25 years and this is the only recognition and honor that she has received. So truly we thank you, Dazon, for the vision and for seeing us. You said, I see you, and I want to recognize you. So we're grateful on tonight.
And I just wanted to take a moment just to say thank you for those that maybe that aren't here, but we stand on their shoulders, and there are many of the alumni for the leading women, you know, like the Linda Scruggs and the Vanessa who have coached and mentored me along the way, and the Alicias that see you and recognize you and give us the opportunity to be here. We thank you, and we will continue to carry this on and be that mentor, that coach, and help others along the way. Thank you.
We want to give another round of applause to these amazing women. Such an inspiration for everyone here tonight. And of course, keep on, show them some love.
Give it up.
And of course, it's not possible to cover all their amazing accomplishments in the time that we have for tonight. So you can read their full stories of all the honorees. You can go to your journal or scan the QR code on the back of your journal. And you can also just simply visit if you want to go back and honor these ladies and read over their full story. You can go to sisterlove.org/2020. One more time, let's give it a round of applause while they get a picture. Let me see you pose. Yes.
Beautiful.
Our next honoree is Kim Moon. Since her HIV diagnosis in 2001, Kim Moon has transformed personal challenges into a powerful platform for change, becoming a beacon of hope and empowerment. As founder of Positively Beautiful and co-founder of Queen Bee Podcast, she champions open discussions about sexual health, self-love, especially among women and girls. Her leadership extends through multiple roles, including the first vice chair of the Ryan White Planning Council and her work at Ribbon, a Center of Excellence. Through board positions with the Heather Heyer Society and Lotus, Kim advocates tirelessly for Black cisgender women living with HIV. A respected national and international speaker, she just continues to reshape the narrative around HIV through education, advocacy, and unwavering commitment to community empowerment. Let's give a round of applause for Ms. Kim Moon.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody, especially, first, I'd like to thank God because I know I wouldn't be here. For 10 years, I suffered in silence because I didn't know enough about HIV to talk about it or anything, but once I decided it was my time, that's what I had to do. I thank my children who, they everywhere, they videoing, and all my family friends. Like, seriously, I got a whole stand over there, people. I got a basketball team of people or more with a bench. But seriously, thank you, Alicia, for nominating me. I do thank you for this award, and thank you so very much for Dazon, because I love you to life. Yeah, and I appreciate the work that you do, because while I love everybody, Black cisgender women are the people that get left out of conversations so many times. And that is my goal, to make sure that we are not, because we are still being infected. And I know y'all hate that word, okay? It ain't what they call you, it's what you answer to, okay? But we are still getting HIV, and I just don't want that to happen. But Dazon, I love you, and I thank you for doing this. I have done a lot in the years after my 10 years, but I love y'all, and I do it for that reason. Thank you all.
Next up, we have Tia Morgan Revere. Born with HIV at a time when survival seemed uncertain, Tia M. Morgan Revere has transformed her 35-year journey into a powerful fusion of scientific expertise and advocacy. Armed with a biology degree from from HBCU Shaw University, and 2 master's degrees in microbiology.
Okay, too.
She now serves as a research screener at UNC Chapel Hill's Infectious Diseases Clinic. Her work focuses particularly on minority and LGBTQ+ communities, combining community outreach with health awareness initiatives. Through her unique perspective as both scientist and long-term survivor, I said scientist and long-term survivor, Tia bridges the gap between research and patient care, especially for underserved populations. Her journey from HIV-positive infant to accomplished scientist and advocate demonstrates the transformative power of resilience and determination. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Tia!
First and foremost, glory to God, because I would not be here without God. And glory to my parents, my adoptive parents, my biological parents, my family, and all of my friends from Shaw University, North Carolina Central University, and Chapel Hill, because they have supported me through all my entire journey. And the most important person that I have to thank here in this room is Alicia Diggs, because she recognized something in me where I just keep forgetting about myself a little bit. And I'm gonna be honest, when I received this award, I did not think I deserved it, because I was just being me, and I kind of forgot the powerfulness of myself. So we're gonna take this award, and we're gonna take this and remind me of who I am, and rejuvenate this next goal of mine. So I thank you, and I'm honored to be a part of this wonderful organization, and thank you, Sister Love. And thank you to the Leading Women's Society. And last but not least, before I leave this stage, I must thank one of the most important people in my life, and that is my husband, who loved me from the moment I told him. He just supported me on and on and on. So thank you for everybody. Thank you.
Sometimes you just gotta appreciate yourself sometimes. Our next honoree is Eugenia Rogers. When she received her HIV diagnosis in 1993 at age 21, she transformed her challenge into a mission of community empowerment and education. Armed with degrees from HBCU North Carolina Central University, this Durham native now serves as co-director of Duke University's Challenge Project and chair of the Community Collaborative Council of Duke CFAR. Her innovative approach to advocacy includes hosting World AIDS Day celebrations and community block parties, breaking down barriers between researchers and communities. Through her work with Black-based organizations, Eugenia tackles HIV stigma while fostering understanding and also acceptance. Her journey from personal struggle to community leadership just demonstrates the transformative power of courage, education, and unwavering dedication to positive change. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, to God be the glory. Thank you. I would like to say thank you to my children, Janessa and Caleb, for motivating me, for supporting me over the years. Also to my best friend of 30 plus years, my ride or die, Lord, I love her, Suzette, and her partner, Rufus, who came from North Carolina to support me tonight. And I would also like to say a special thank you to Masanya, and also to Alicia Diggs, and to Stacy Signor, and to Miss Faye, because these women, they keep me. And sometimes they give me a great gathering when I need it, okay? Because I am that one. I'm the one. Yeah. So also, it is truly an honor to be recognized by such an amazing sisterhood. I do not take this lightly. I do not take it for granted. Thank you for allowing me to become a part of this amazing sisterhood. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm about to cry. Okay. And I just want you to know I will make you all very, very proud. I will make you proud.
Our next honoree is Terry Taylor. When she embraced her HIV status, she didn't just free herself, she opened a path for others to find their own voice and their own strength. As a community outreach leader with the AIDS Foundation of Chicago, she champions PrEP awareness and adherence, working tirelessly to reduce HIV transmission risks. Her leadership extends to the ACTG Global Community Advisory Board's Community Science Subcommittee and her facilitation work with Thrive Chicago, where she just continues to inspire with hope and resilience. Through her dedication to education and authentic advocacy, she demonstrates that personal truth, when shared with courage, has the power to transform entire communities. In her own words, she proudly proclaims, "Today I am Terry Taylor, and I am HIV positive." Let's give a round of applause to Miss Terry. Congratulations. I am Terry Taylor.
To God be the glory. I had one thing to say. VOTE. 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 I learned through the AIDS Foundation of Chicago, they took me to Springfield and Washington, D.C. every year for 20 years. And they would give us our priorities, and I would open my mouth and ask my state senators and legislators to pass Bill 1, 2, 3, 4, to pass Bill 4, 5, and 6. And within 2 weeks of us getting home, they would have passed them, because back then, we used to call, write, and show up in their office, right? But now, let me tell you what's happening now. We get these people in office, and then they don't vote for our bills that's been in there for 10 years, sitting there. So I decided to run for office. And next year, I want all y'all to run for office, right? Because we've got, and you know that it makes a difference who we elect, because our lawmakers fund and they pass the bills to make HIV laws, to criminalize us, to not criminalize us, to fund HIV in the United States and around the world. So I am telling you to go and vote early, and then take 10 people. If you don't know where to go to vote.org, vote.org. Thank you.
Next up, we have Dawn Trotter. Yes. Dawn Trotter's journey in HIV advocacy exemplifies the power of unwavering dedication and passionate leadership. As one of New York's first certified HIV peer workers, she has pioneered numerous initiatives that continue to shape the landscape of HIV support and education. Dawn serves as co-chair and Women's Concern Coordinator for New York's statewide organization, while also contributing her expertise to the AIDS Institute Consumer Advisory Committee and the State Peer Certification Board. Through her organization, Woman to Woman, We Are One, she empowers women regardless of their HIV status, providing vital resources and encouragement. From educating high school students to conducting regional training sessions, Dawn's commitment to combating stigma and improving health outcomes has made her an inspiring beacon of hope in the HIV community. Give it up for Dawn.
So first of all, I gotta thank God who's the head of my life, and without him, I would not be here. Thank you, Leading Women's Society. I heard somebody say, when I got the call about this, I didn't understand why, because I felt like I'm just doing what I should be doing. I'm giving back what God gave to me. But I thank you for recognizing the work that I do. All I ever want is to make sure that another woman doesn't get diagnosed with HIV, so whatever I can do that's what I'm gonna do. And I hope, again, somebody else said, to make you proud and continue to work. Thank you.
Our next honoree is Miss Helen Zimba. For nearly 3 decades, she has been a transformative force in HIV advocacy and reproductive rights. As HIV program manager at Afia Center, a Black woman-led organization in North Texas, she champions inclusive healthcare and community empowerment. Her leadership extends from the Dallas County Ryan White Planning Council to International Shores, where her volunteer missions in Malawi demonstrate her global commitment to HIV education and support. Her collaborative work with major health organizations, including HRSA and NIH, has really shaped vital policies and programs. Through her role with the Positive Women's Network USA and her expertise in reproductive justice, Helen continues to break barriers and inspire change, exemplifying the power of resilience in the global fight against HIV. Let's give a round of applause for Miss Helen.
I'm last. Well, I want to say thank you to Sister Love for having me, finally. It took a long time. They say third time is a charm, so here I am. So I want to thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be here. And most of all, I want to thank Marilyn Reese for nominating me to be here today, and I thank you for that, Zikomo. So we hear me say Zikomo a lot because in my language in Malawi, we say Zikomo, meaning thank you, so Zikomo. I want to say that I wouldn't be here if God didn't want me to be here. So because I'm here, I make sure that I use my voice to make sure that I continue what I'm doing. It's been a journey. Over 29 years here, and I didn't do it by myself for sure. I had really good mentors, and I want to say some of them are ancestors today. I want to shout out to late Gigi Nix, and also Dr. Cambridge, and I want to say also, this also goes to Linda Schrax and Vanessa. All of them have been my mentors even up to now, so I give them thanks for that. And this, for me, my family has been really great. I have my daughter here. I give this up to Aggie. My daughter has been with me since the beginning, since she was almost 5 years old, going with me to do outreach for HIV, and I'm so grateful that she's still also in the fight with me. I'm grateful to have these new sisters here with me. I've gained new sisters, so we are sisters forever. I'm grateful, and we'll be seeing each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So lastly, I want to say, you all know when we started, when we were all diagnosed, all we were talking about is dying. When we get in, we were like, first thing we had to do is, let's make our will, because we knew we were going to die, because that was the truth, we were dying. But today, we don't talk about dying. Today, we are like talking about, so when are you getting married? So when are you buying that house? When are you getting that new job? So I just say thank you, and I hope that we all continue to thrive to live. Thank you. Zikomo.
Give it up for the beautiful ladies. Take some photos, get close, get some photos. Go ahead, pose for the camera. Woo! Thank you again. You guys look beautiful. Thank you all. We are so motivated by your vision and commitment for a world without HIV. A heartfelt round of applause, please, for the amazing work they've all done and continue to do. Yes. Please visit sisterlove.org/2020 or scan on the back of your program books for the full description of the honorees' accomplishments, because that was only a little bit of it, okay?
Yeah.
There's so much more to them. So be sure to scan that and look into them a little bit more. And remember, you can also make a donation by scanning the table tent or by visiting the website. We thank you so much for all that you've done tonight just by being here. Give it up for yourselves.
Now, a Leading Women Society inductee is a person who has lived with HIV for less than 20 years but stands out for their outstanding activism, for their public health education, social justice, like our honorees. Today, we want to recognize our 5 Leading Women Society inductees for this year. So when I call your name, I'm going to need you to stand, okay? Our first one, Monisola Elizabeth Ajiboy. Brooke Davidoff. Yolanda Rawlings. LaDawn Tate. Yes, LaDawn. Lynette Thurwick.
Stay standing, ladies, stay standing.
Thank you all for your stellar work, including helping to end the HIV epidemic. You are all so very much appreciated. Let's give them another round of applause.
Beautiful. Absolutely, you guys are absolutely beautiful. Now, please welcome, again, Cedric Pulliam, Board Chair of SisterLove's, to present the Absolute Love Community Partner Award. Give it up for Cedric.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Lydia.
Thank you.
Sister Love has sustained her commitment to the mission of achieving full sexual and reproductive justice as a means to end HIV in our communities. We could not have done this for more than 30 years without the strength and support of dozens of partners, collaborators, and sponsors. The Absolute Love Community Partner Award is a special acknowledgement and our love note to a community partner who has shown and shared dedicated support for women living with HIV in our programs, as well as the 2020 Leading Women Society for at least 20 years. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and all my other siblings, this year's recipient is Pro Bono Partnership of Atlanta, who has represented Sister Love for over 20 years without fail. In the heart of Atlanta's fight for health justice, they have shown what it truly means to embrace and support our community's vital missions. The Pro Bono Partnership of Atlanta has lovingly connected dedicated volunteer attorneys with Sister Love when we've needed their helping hands and expert guidance. Their network of caring legal professionals has always ensured that we can focus on doing the work in the community instead of legal worries. And through their heartfelt dedication and authentic attention to supporting Sister Love, PBPA proves themselves a cherished partner in the journey toward health justice, making them a natural choice for our Absolute Love Community Partner Award. And accepting on behalf of the Pro Bono Partnership of Atlanta is Ms. Lori Shapiro.
Thank you.
Award.
Wow, thank you.
And I think you're gonna.
Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you so much. I'm just overwhelmed by this event and by all these amazing women. I can hardly believe I'm standing up here in this company. So thank you so much. It is a privilege and a pleasure to work with Sister Love and to provide whatever small amount of support we can to support the mission of this amazing organization. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Now joining me on stage and here to present the Pandora Award is my friend and colleague, Miss Leisha McKinley Beach, last year's Pandora Singleton Ally Award recipient. Everyone, please welcome her with a round of applause. Thank you. Come on and join me, Miss Leisha.
Thank you, Cedric. First off, it is an honor to be up here as last year's recipient of a woman who gave of herself, and we are still honoring her legacy by honoring generations who have come after her. One of those women that we are honoring tonight is Dr. Ada, who was an author, a thought leader, a clinician, researcher, mentor, advocate, and community organizer. We lost our doctor January 1st, I believe, of this year. And it was not just a loss to UNC, but a loss to women around the world who have benefited from her research. And so tonight, accepting on behalf of her children is our very own Dazon Dixon Diallo.
Good evening, everybody. Hey, y'all. Ada passed in January after a long illness, but it was also after her husband passed not too many years just before her. My husband passed several years ago, so there was a connection there for us immediately. Dr. Ada Adamora will be known in the future when we end HIV as one of those chief architects, one of those hearts, minds, and faith-filled souls who fought every day to make sure that Black women were included in the science, in the research, in the data, in the stories around what it meant to access, to really succeed with treatment, to succeed in the prevention space. And she was breaking barriers. Let me give y'all one story, one quick example. This is why you need a sister at the table. There was one time when they were studying and wanting to figure out something around adherence and folks who were women living with HIV. And so a part of that is not just the story that you tell, because y'all know sometimes we want our researchers to really trust and have faith in us, and so we tell them what we think they need to hear, even if we missed a couple of days or 2 or 3 or 30. And so there was a study to look at it from a PK standpoint, which means we now have to test it in your blood as you go along. So you say one thing, and we're going to look at your blood and see if it's standing up to what you say. But they weren't satisfied with that because they thought the best way to check those samples was through hair. And so they're sitting there having a conversation about clipping people's hair. And Dr. Adamora said, "Are you kidding me? I can't name you one Black woman that's going to let you clip none of her hair for nothing. And let me tell you how we are going to work with them to get the best results from the study that you need." And she went on to do a different design to that trial. That's what she did every day. She fought hard. We don't always recognize our scientists and our researchers as those who are also our advocates and our allies. And Ada Adamora, for everything she was about us and you. And so I thank y'all. Her children thank y'all. And a whole community of people who love and miss her, thank y'all. And thank us for this award. Thank you, Alicia. Oh, and I don't want it to be lost, because this is 2024 and it just really, in this very moment, hit me. It was October of 2024. 2004, which is now 20 years ago, when Pandora Singleton died. So this is also an important moment to just take a minute and acknowledge that there are so many women who have gone before us, not only because HIV was in their bodies, but also because they chose to fight it in their own lives. And Pandora literally went to her grave fighting for women living with HIV. And so we lift up tonight in Pandora's honor to acknowledge Ashe as one of our deep ancestors who continues to guide us and bring us together. And I'm grateful to her forever.
Now, Dazon, we want you to stay here. This is a very special moment. Sybil wanted to make sure from November 2nd of 2023 that this moment would occur. She also wanted to make sure that I was here, so I've known this for 364 days, 9 hours, 12 minutes, 13 seconds, 14 seconds, yes. So don't let nobody tell you I can't keep a secret. Sybil is giving me this great honor. I can't use the teleprompter because I'm too short to see it, so I'm just going to speak, from the heart. But your staff and board members and these beautiful women along with me want to let you know how much you are loved and appreciated. So with 35 years of leading the fight for sexual reproductive, that's right, you can clap on that, it's all right. Because 35 years, she has led this fight in sexual reproductive health, rights, and justice. We thought it was only fitting to acknowledge your unwavering commitment, sacrifice, and bold vision for a more equitable society. Now, we will be here to Sunday if we try to list all your accolades. So we're not going to do that, right? Next Sunday. But for the sake of time, we want you to know, as we acknowledge a few of these, that we see you. We've always seen you. At the beginning of the AIDS epidemic, while still in college, Dazon was working at a reproductive health clinic when the local AIDS service organization that was organized by white gay men who were serving white gay men reached out when women started calling and asking, what does this mean for me? It was at that moment that our icon, our legend, was ignited with her purpose and soon founded SisterLove. Regarded by many as a revolutionary and life-changing global, not domestic, but global organization at only the age of 24. Dazon has always been compelled to help and support and love on Black women, helping us to survive and thrive. Those of us who are living with HIV and those of us who are trying to prevent it. See, we know her in our area, as an icon in HIV. But in the sexual and reproductive justice world, She is the godmother. Long before there was any research services or resources available, there was Dazon. Her legacy is not only well-deserved, it is respected by all for years of sisterhood and struggle, for tears and triumph, and for challenges and lessons worth passing on to others so that they too may pick up the torch. Her selflessness is evident tonight. Her leadership creates leaders. How do I know this? Because there are 25 women here tonight who are standing before you in this room as living proof that the world is a better place because Dazon's love, light, her commitment to honor the ancestors by becoming the dream manifested for her global community. So I'm gonna go off script for 30 seconds, ladies. I know y'all got these heels on. I'm acknowledging that. But I just want to share a quick story. I was heartbroken last year when I didn't get a chance to be here. And it wasn't about the award, although what a great honor. It was about letting her down. But what I was able to accept was that it wasn't a letdown. It was an opportunity that was being set up for me to participate in this moment that will only happen once in this lifetime. If this was my last engagement with Dazon, it would go down as one of my greatest moments for somebody who has given so much of themselves, for people they know and don't know. So, on behalf of the Leading Women's Society, your Sister Love family, and board members, we are giving you an award that will never be given again. No. Once in a lifetime, one award to a divine gift to us all. So y'all help me honor Dazon as she receives the Phenomenal Founders Award. Just for you. The only
Phenomenal founder and leader.
yes.
I'm gonna kill you, Sylvia. I'm gonna kill you with so much love, Sylvia. It's just gonna be it's ridiculous. Thank you. Just thank you, y'all. Y'all know this is one of the moments where you're like, y'all just sit down. Y'all know what this is. It is being purpose-driven, and that's it, right? So it's kind of weird. It's beautiful, it's filling, and it's so much love, and it's also very, very weird because it's, as much gratitude I know I'm supposed to have for this moment and this recognition, I have to say that it comes through every single story. Every single one who rises through what some people want to label you in terms of resilience, but what I see is resistance and revolution and an insistence on just being and being well. And if there's nothing else, if that's what we have done, that's what I've done, I'm good. I'm good. And I'm grateful for the extra. I'm grateful for the extra. And what y'all can be rest assured is that this is not about whatever role or job or whatever I am in Sister Love or anything else. This is what I came here to do. And this is what I'm gonna be doing till I leave, no matter what it looks like. And so it won't be in this job though, so just y'all know future purpose. Y'all just, that's gotta change. Because Sister Love's future is in y'all, not me. And so I'm grateful. And I am not usually speechless. And I want to thank my own parents. I think y'all saw in that letter that I wrote in the program, it truly happened that way. There's more. Give me 1 second. Because almost every year my folks have been here. And my father is not well. And they just celebrated 60 years last month. So as y'all can imagine, if my father is not well, my mama ain't going nowhere. So they send love and they send greetings and they send congratulations because they see you too. And if it weren't for them sitting and listening to my 24-year-old unemployed ass saying, this is what I'm getting ready to do. And them going like, you know, what? Wait now. We just spent all that money on that college education, hey. But they trusted me. And I will say this, they knew then, because I got the mama I got, what it means and what it looks like when you trust Black women. It doesn't mean you exclude anybody else, but y'all know what this is. Whether you're looking at it from an HIV standpoint, from an STI standpoint, from a gender-based violence standpoint, from a cancer standpoint, from any standpoint, right? When we get it together for ourselves, y'all know it. When we fix it for who? Black women. We fix it for who? Everybody. And that's why we here, y'all. And that's why I'm grateful, because y'all are here.
Dazon, we love you. We honor you. I didn't think I was going to see 20 years old. My baby, Casita, can you stand, please? I had her in foster care. I was 13 years old after coming from human trafficking. I've lived with HIV for 34 years. I never believed I would see 20, and I'm 57 today. His grace is sufficient. I signed this book to you on behalf of myself, my family, my children, my sweetheart over there. I want to say we love you. The best is not yet to come, is here right now for you. God bless you. Yes, ma'am. We love you.
Lessons from the thorns. His grace y'all. Thank y'all. Okay, thank y'all. That's it? We good? All right, yeah. You can take a picture. Yes, Sister Maria. You think I'll tell you no? Love you back. Pat, you gonna do it anyway. You gonna do it? Yes. I always ask permission. Exactly. All right. Thank you all. For real. Thank you. And there's a whole lot more, so don't leave yet. There's a little bit more. Don't leave yet. I like that.
Y'all enjoying yourself? All right. Let's give one more congratulations to Zazon. Okay, so each year we come together, Sister Love and the Leading Women Society recognizes and remembers our sheroes in the fight who have passed away. While they're no longer with us physically, their legacies will be with us always as we continue with the torch to end HIV.
Their names and faces will never be forgotten. Joining us tonight to help remember and keep their spirits alive is the incomparable Leslie Christopher singing You Raise Me Up. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Leslie Christopher.
It's a whole lot of dress, y'all.
Troubles come and my heart burden be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up when I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up. You raise me up. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Good night. No. I kind of really meant that, but so I'm supposed to give the closing remarks. Thank you all. Thank you. Because y'all got some work in front of you tomorrow, so it's all good. No, really, seriously, people, this has been a really interesting and tough year. And I think we should ground ourselves in a moment where we are. This is a good night. It's a moment to just close out everything else that's happening out there and just remember why we're in this the way we're in this. I think it's important to remind y'all that this is intentionally a moment to just say thank you. This is a grounding in gratitude opportunity. And so that's all I got is a lot of gratitude. And a lot of anxiety. A lot of anxiety that was lightened a little bit because somebody wants to kill somebody that I didn't even think was one of our friends, and she is now. But the idea that we've been doing this for 35 years with the interest of making sure that we're intersecting sexual and reproductive health and rights and justice and making sure that that conversation is held in a way where our lives are made whole and that conversation is led in a way that shows that we are here and we will fight to the end of it for what is right and what is ours. And they can use whatever F words they want to use, But if you don't recognize that writ large it's women, but even more specifically it is black women who have come to save this democracy every single time, that's what this work is. I want to take 1 second to acknowledge a very special person in this room. Many of you would never know or probably have never had to seek her services, pass through her doors. But let me tell you, the work that the Feminist Women's Health Center does represents so many organizations around this country who are doing the hardest work right now to secure health equity for everybody, especially those for whom our bodily autonomy has just been ripped out from under us, stepped on, and is killing us. Yesterday, new news of another young woman, black Latina woman, dying because she needed health care for whom her providers couldn't decide or did decide. Well, that's a crime. So Kwajalein Jackson, the first black executive director of the Feminist Women's Health Center, where I was the first black health worker in the mid-'80s, I want you to be seen and heard and thanked tonight for the work you have done, standing on the front lines, fighting to keep your doors open, to keep your staff whole, and to be the continued beacon of light that every woman who needs access to abortion, contraception, well-woman care, whatever it is that they show up for, including the trans-friendly services you provide, that people need to know that those laws that pass are not just affecting us individually around our choice, but whole organizations that build in our community are being affected. So we're standing in solidarity with you and with all the other organizations like us that are under fire, that are under threat, but we are on the move. And I'm going to say it again, please, please continue to underestimate us, because we will show up and shock you every time. And Tuesday is going to be a situation that shakes the world. And I want y'all to be ready, because Tuesday is not the goal. January 20th is the goal. So you will continue to work, you will continue to mobilize, you will continue to educate, you will continue to lift up what is right. We ain't playing no games. If this is our time, oh, what Auntie Max say? I'm reclaiming my time. So reclaim your time, family, because we ain't finished, right? By a long shot. So continue. Now I know I'm supposed to say, please give, go to our QR codes, and thank you to all our supporters and our sponsors. Thank you to all of our incredible volunteers. Thank you. I want the entire staff of Sister Love who is still able to get on their feet, because y'all, I don't know if you can, but if Sister Love in the room, I especially want to acknowledge Sybil. Okay, I won't call you by your middle name. Sybil Miller, Miosha Askin. I know Diana Praval, who has basically been jumped into this because she's been with us a couple of months. There's Miosha, who also had a birthday, so we got to make sure that's acknowledged. We've got Bryson, who, thank you, Bryson, for bringing us that incredible commemorative montage. I know I'm missing a whole lot of people. I think Ajada's in the house. And who else do I have? I know it's a lot of folks, and some folks are tired. Big Will is in the house. Thank you, Will. I want to thank our board, Cedric, and all of the board members who are here tonight and who continue to support and lead us and guide us. All of our partners who are in the room, who are here tonight. I thank God in the universe for just making sure that we are always aligned and in the right places at the right time, with the right spirit, the right energy, and most importantly, the right love. Thank y'all and have a wonderful night. And we're going to see y'all what? Next year. Oh, let me just tell y'all, people, y'all still talking about, ooh, I want to go to Africa. I want to go to Africa. I want to go to Africa. So December 2025, Sister Love will be hosting our 6th Women Now Summit. It will be in Accra, and it will be in December of 2025. So follow our website, follow our stuff, because y'all, Africa's time has come too. Thank you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. What I got to do? Oh my goodness. Where are you on there? Where's Lydia? Okay. Yes, Directress Maria, I sure will. I got you. Mariana, you do it so beautifully for us every year. And I know you bring us news and information every day. And we're grateful to you for that. Because you do it with a smile and you bring it to us in truth. And I've seen you, girl, you don't back down either. And so I really, really am grateful to you all for leading us through tonight. Lydia, wherever you are, you got my hug, you got my loves. You all are welcome to keep leading us every time. Thank you so, so very much. And well, Sybil, come on up here, damn it. Oh, yes. You did? Sybil. Get your ass up here. I promise I won't make you twerk. Kwajalein, that was an inside joke. You know that, right? Y'all know this sister right here? Say thank you. Sybil Miller rocks it every year. And Leslie, you know, you bring us home in the highest of spirits. And the sound bath is a salve. And thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right, Sybil said.
LWS ladies, everyone on stage, you take a picture and hit it, DJ Humble.
Hit it, DJ Humble, okay? The floor is open and the photos are up here. Thank you all. Be safe, enjoy yourselves. And we're gonna celebrate after Tuesday.
Shake, 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 shake.
Yes, last call for the bar.